Love and Marriage Huntsville has been a massive hit since it first premiered, offering a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the lives of some of Huntsville's most successful entrepreneurs. The show quickly became one of the most talked about reality TV series with its mix of powerful black couples, business ventures, and of course, plenty of drama. But now, a storm is brewing behind the scenes that could bring the entire franchise to an unexpected halt. Reports are surfacing that the entire cast is on the verge of walking away from the show, and this mass exit could be the beginning of the end for one of the most popular reality TV series in recent years. Fans have been stunned as rumors of contract, disputes, behind-the-scenes drama, and personal frustrations with how they've been portrayed on the show come to light. The big question now is, what caused this sudden shift, and could Love and Marriage Huntsville really be coming to an end? Let's break it all down and take a closer look at the shocking developments unfolding around this hit show. Over the years, Love and Marriage Huntsville has had no shortage of drama. From infidelity allegations to business struggles and explosive arguments, the show's cast members have become household names, and their real-life struggles have been a central part of the show's storyline. But behind the glamour of their business successes and high-profile marriages, there's a darker side that viewers may not have been privy to. Many of the cast members have voiced their frustrations about how they've been portrayed on the show, feeling that their real-life issues and struggles are being manipulated for the sake of entertainment. One of the most vocal critics has been Melody Holt, who's been at the center of much of the show's drama. Her highly publicized divorce from Martel Holt has been a focal point of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it's clear that Melody has been working hard to move on from the painful chapter of her life. But despite her efforts, the show keeps dragging her back into the chaos of her past. Melody has openly hinted on social media that she's exhausted from the constant negativity surrounding her name and may be ready to walk away from the show for good. Melody's frustration isn't the only sign that things are coming to a head. Other key cast members, like Letitia and Marcel Scott, have reportedly expressed similar concerns. The Scott family has faced numerous allegations of infidelity, business struggles, and personal betrayals, and they feel that the show has shifted from focusing on their real lives to exploiting their pain for ratings. The Scott family has always prided itself on building successful businesses and maintaining a strong marriage, but lately it seems like that message has been overshadowed by constant rumors and drama. Then there's Martel Holt. Love him or hate him, he's been a central figure on the show. His ongoing battles with Melody, his ex-mistress, and even his castmates have kept audiences engaged for years. However, rumors are swirling that even Martel is considering walking away from the show. Some suggest that the intense backlash and criticism have taken a toll on him, while others believe that Martel may have other projects or opportunities that he's more interested in pursuing. If Martel were to leave, it would undoubtedly shake up the entire dynamic of the show, as his drama often provides some of the most talked about moments. As if that weren't enough, the mastermind behind Love and Marriage Huntsville, Carlos King, is reportedly scrambling to keep the cast together. Known for his expertise in producing reality TV drama, Carlos King has built Love and Marriage Huntsville into one of the most successful shows on television. But even he can't control everything. Sources close to the production say that Carlos has been doing everything in his power to convince the cast to stay, offering new storylines, higher pay, and even potential spin-offs. However, it's becoming clear that when reality stars reach their breaking point, no amount of money or promises can keep them on a toxic set. One of the biggest challenges Carlos King is facing is the dissatisfaction of the cast with how their personal lives have been handled. Many of the stars of Love and Marriage Huntsville feel like their most painful moments, whether it's divorces, scandals, or betrayals, are being sensationalized without regard for their mental health or personal well-being. Melody, for instance, has made it clear that she's tired of constantly reliving her painful divorce from Martel. Despite trying to move on and reclaim her narrative, the show keeps dragging her back into the drama of her past. It's taking an emotional toll on her, and it seems like she's reached her breaking point. Martel, on the other hand, has also been under intense scrutiny for his infidelities, and it seems like he may be questioning whether it's worth it to continue being part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise. The constant criticism and scrutiny he faces on the show have left him in a tough spot, and sources claim that he's exploring other opportunities outside of the show. His potential departure would be a massive blow to the series, as his personal drama has been at the center of many of the show's biggest storylines. Letitia and Marcel Scott have also expressed concerns about how they're portrayed on the show. Their marriage has been under constant attack from rumors of infidelity, and Letitia is reportedly fed up with being seen as a woman who defends her husband at all costs. Marcel, too, has grown frustrated with how the show paints him as an unfaithful spouse, and he's questioning whether being on Love and Marriage Huntsville is even worth it anymore. Then there's Kimmy Grant and Maurice Scott. While they haven't been involved in as much explosive drama as some of the other cast members, they too have faced their own personal struggles. Kimmy's battle with breast cancer has been one of the most emotional storylines on the show, but it's clear that she feels her real-life health struggles have been overshadowed by petty conflicts and unnecessary drama. Maurice, too, has been vocal about his issues with how black men are portrayed on reality TV, and he's reportedly rethinking whether he wants to continue being part of the show. With all of these key players expressing frustration and considering leaving, the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville is uncertain. Carlos King is reportedly working overtime to try to keep the cast together, but it seems like his efforts may not be enough. If Melody, Martell, Letitia, Marcel, Kimmy, and Maurice all decide to walk away, there may be no show left to save. Without these key figures, Love and Marriage Huntsville could lose its spark and become just another failed reality series. In conclusion, the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville is hanging by a thread. With tensions behind the scenes reaching a boiling point, the cast is at a crossroads. Will they continue to endure the drama and stay with the show? Or will they walk away for good, leaving Carlos King to pick up the pieces? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Love and Marriage Huntsville will never be the same again. As we continue to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville unfold, the tension that's building behind the scenes is undeniable. The very essence of the show, which started out with the promise of highlighting successful Black entrepreneurs balancing love, business, and family, has now transformed into a battleground. What was meant to be an inspiring portrayal of ambitious couples has morphed into a drama-filled roller coaster of betrayals, infidelities, and family feuds. And now, it seems like the cast members who helped build the show are ready to leave it all behind. The shift from business and love to pure chaos has affected not only the cast members, but the production as well. At the beginning, viewers tuned in to see how these entrepreneurs navigated their professional lives and managed to keep their marriages intact while building a legacy. This focus on entrepreneurship and business helped set Love and Marriage Huntsville apart from other reality TV series. However, as the seasons have progressed, the narrative has changed, and the focus has veered more toward the personal struggles and conflicts between the cast members, leading to more intense and controversial storylines. What once felt like a celebration of Black excellence has now felt more like a spectacle of personal pain, which has left many of the cast feeling betrayed. Melody Holt, in particular, has been at the forefront of this emotional exhaustion. From the outset, she was portrayed as a strong, independent woman. But as her divorce from Martell became a major storyline, her personal life took center stage in a way that many would find uncomfortable. Melody has made it clear that she is tired of having to relive the heartbreak of her past on television. She has hinted multiple times on social media that she's ready to move on from Love and Marriage Huntsville and focus on her music, business ventures, and personal peace. The toll this show has taken on her mental health is evident, and if she does decide to leave, it would mark the end of an era for the show. Martell Hull, whose infidelities and messy divorce have been some of the most talked about moments in the show's history, is also at a crossroads. While his personal struggles have kept him relevant on the show, the public backlash has been intense. It seems like every time he tries to make a comeback or rebrand his image, his past mistakes continue to haunt him. With rumors swirling that Martell is looking to distance himself from the show, possibly in search of a fresh start or new opportunities, his departure would leave a huge void in the show. If he decides to walk away, it could shift the entire dynamic, and viewers would be left wondering if the show can still survive without the central figure who has provided much of its drama. Letitia and Marcel Scott's storyline is another example of how the show's portrayal of their relationship has been a source of frustration. Constant rumors about Marcel's infidelity have plagued their marriage, and Letitia has spent much of the show defending her husband. But now, she's growing tired of always being painted as the loyal wife who defends her husband despite the allegations. Letitia has built successful businesses and established herself as a highly educated woman, but it seems like her accomplishments are constantly overshadowed by the endless rumors about her marriage. The couple's frustration with the show's portrayal of their lives is understandable, and if Letitia decides to leave, it would not be surprising to see Marcel follow her. Then there's Kimmy Grant and Maurice Scott, whose struggles have been less about cheating or betrayal and more about personal health and the portrayal of Black men on reality TV. Kimmy's battle with breast cancer has been one of the most emotional and touching storylines on the show, but it's been overshadowed by the petty drama that has dominated the series. Maurice has also been vocal about his concerns regarding how Black men are portrayed on reality TV, and his growing dissatisfaction with the show's direction could very well lead to his departure. With Kimmy prioritizing her health and Maurice questioning whether being part of the show is worth the stress, the couple's exit would be another significant loss for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos King, the genius behind Love and Marriage Huntsville, is facing the toughest challenge of his career. As a veteran producer who has worked on some of the biggest reality TV shows, Carlos knows how to create drama that keeps viewers hooked. However, his show is facing an unprecedented crisis. The cast members, who are the lifeblood of Love and Marriage Huntsville, are at their breaking points. Carlos is reportedly doing everything he can to keep them on board, from offering higher pay to promising new storylines and even potential spin-offs. But no amount of money or promises can fix the emotional toll that this show has taken on its cast. If too many key players leave, the show may not be able to recover. The question now is whether Carlos can convince the cast to stay and whether there's still enough interest in the show to keep it going. Love and Marriage Huntsville has been a massive success, and the fan base remains loyal. However, the cracks in the foundation are starting to show, and the future of the show is uncertain. If Melody, Martel, Letitia, Marcel, Kimmy, and Maurice all decide to leave, it could be the end of the Love and Marriage Huntsville era as we know it. The situation is complicated further by the growing frustration among the cast members regarding how their personal lives are being portrayed. The show, which was originally meant to highlight successful Black entrepreneurs balancing their careers and relationships, has turned into a battle of personal betrayals, infidelities, and family drama. The producers' focus on controversy has alienated many of the cast members, who feel that their true struggles are being overshadowed by manufactured conflict for the sake of ratings. At its core, Love and Marriage Huntsville was meant to be about showcasing Black excellence, love, and success. But with so many key cast members questioning whether the show is worth the toll it's taking on their personal lives, the franchise is at a crossroads. If these issues can't be resolved, the show might not be able to continue in the same way. In conclusion, Love and Marriage Huntsville is facing one of its biggest challenges yet. With cast members expressing frustration and considering leaving, the future of the show is hanging in the balance. Carlos King is doing everything in his power to salvage the situation, but whether or not Love and Marriage Huntsville can survive this crisis remains to be seen. What's clear, though, is that the show will never be the same again, and it may be time for the cast to move on to new projects, or simply prioritize their personal lives and peace over reality TV drama. Only time will tell if Love and Marriage Huntsville can overcome this crisis, or if it's the beginning of the end for this once powerful franchise.